Hello, beloved Pathfinders. It's Kimberly again, and I just wanted to share some more with you. I actually need to go on my hike because the sun just came out after 3 days of fog and very cold. But I really wanted to get one more message up before too much time went by today. So I'm going to read this one that I just was glancing through it here beforehand, and there's some really good stuff in it. So here we go. This was one I channeled just directly with my higher self. And just again, for those of you who may have not listened to my previous messages, I've been guided to share a lot of this information that has been coming through to me individually, and then also in connection with my good star sister and energy healer friend, Lisa. And so you'll hear me mention her in here because they're referring to the work we've been doing. And that work has kind of been twofold. One, we're actually channeling a massive amount of information that we're going to be putting into an app that I'm developing, which is called Translate Tarot. And I'm so excited. That'll be coming out in January. But the other parts of this is, we just keep working together as whatever it is that we're going through. You know how this journey has been. It's been an up and down process, but overall it's been, we've been headed up. We've been going into deeper and deeper levels of understanding, awareness, and awakening. And I know that personally I have really, really, really stabilized over the last 6 months. I've hardly experienced any down time or sadness, or when I do, it just doesn't stick. It doesn't last. Even sometimes I'll kind of go into looking at it for a moment because something will come up in my experience that would have, before triggered more separation, more anxiety, more fear about money, whatever it is, about your twin. And sometimes things like that come up, and then I kind of look for the old fear or whatever, and it's just not there. It just doesn't stick. So those of you, if you're where I was on this journey, it's taken me 4 years to come to this point. So just trust and know that and it may not take you that long either, but know that there definitely is a light at the end of the tunnel. And also the energy is flowing in. At some point here, they actually describe it as geometrically increasing, not just exponentially, but geometrically increasing every day, day after day, toward the culmination, which is truly the event. I will be talking a lot more about the event soon because I do have quite a bit of material and insights that have come to me regarding that. And then all that light is what it does is just it strips away everything that blocks truth. And so whatever truth is we're seeing it unfold in our earth, in politics right now. The lies are falling away, and the lies they've used to prop themselves up for a long time just can't cover up the truth of what they've really done. And we're going to see that come more and more. And that same energy is bringing us into union with our twins. It is absolutely inevitable. Let me tell you, I promise you now that, even some of you, if your twin is on the other side, or there's seem to be other barriers that truly, would never allow for the twin reunion, that there is some way, somehow in the future that it will occur, in things. I won't get into that. So let me just go on and read with this, and hope that you are inspired and helped by the message that came through to me. And this was channeled in the middle of October. And I didn't write here what question I asked her, but it has something to do with my twin, so I'll just jump right in. There is an appointed date with destiny, as it were. He is on his way to meeting that date, as are you. The time has come, and you will soon be as one. The wait is nearly over, and you will be in each other's arms. This is sure and true. Allow the words and thoughts to flow through and be only the instrument that records these things. You are simpatico with me. We are one, and the messages that flow through you are one and the same as we are one. Ask any questions you wish to know. I will answer them as I am able and free to do so within the laws of free will that must be maintained. For you are even now the creator of your life, and the events that unfold are all your own doing. Yes, it is true that before you were born, you laid many things out in great detail, and much of that has come to pass and will. But you chose it then, and you get to choose it again now. At any point, you are certainly free to make a different choice. Thus, we cannot reveal to you ahead of time those choices you have already made and set up to occur. Those things, events, divergent paths, every time they come up, they are part of the plan. You may choose A or B, but in the end it will still lead to C, if C was meant to be your path. Thus, if you had married your first fiance, you would have had a very similar life with him to what you had with who became your husband. It was a choice both of you had, and when it came to it, you both chose not to pursue it, so you got your second choice. But either way, your twin is on your path as sure as a lighthouse beacon lights the way through the harbor. Your signal was destined to find each other no matter how it had to occur. You recall your interest in going to a certain college, but you didn't end up going? You had already met your twin at the college that you went to instead, but if that hadn't happened, you would have then ended up going to the second college, and you would have met him there, which was across the country and happened to be also where he lived. So I actually could see how this was true. Let me go back to my spot. Because even though you felt there wasn't really a choice, there was. You could have insisted on staying home or going somewhere else, but you chose to go to the college your parents, pushed on you, as did he. You were both given the choice, and because your beacon was set on meeting each other, so you did. And so it is now. You can try to make the meeting happen, but if you or he are not ready for it, it will not occur. When the time comes, and it has, the events that need to line up to make it possible will be put in place. They have already been put into place, and then you have the choice to follow your beacon home. The chances are very strong that he and you will both follow it, but if one or the other doesn't, the universe will conspire again, and it will eventually occur. There is no doubt in this. Another thing that we have set up for you, a way for you, is made in the things that were revealed in the readings with Lisa. And I'm not going to say what that is because it's too personal, but it was a very specific and very, very surprising thing that was revealed and confirmed in ways that, were truly beyond me. So in a reading that she did with me. And so it'll refer to it a couple of times. This is something you can choose to do or not to do, but the desire is so strong in your heart to follow the plan, because it was a choice you already made when presented to you before you were born, that it is very likely that you will follow with that choice, and the same goes for your twin. Trust that as strong as your desire is to be reunited with him, so is his desire to be reunited with you, and it will bring him home. His unconscious desire to follow through with the soul agreement that you made regarding this one thing that they presented will also very likely result in him choosing to enter into that as well. So then I asked the question, why did you tell me about this? Why did you give me foreknowledge of this? In other words, it was something that they offered through a reading, and it could have been completely, they could have not told me, right? So this is what their response to it is. One might say it was as a reward for the growth that has occurred. You received this knowledge because you asked. If you had not asked, it still would have been there for you to choose unconsciously, and you would have chosen on some level, and it would still be there for you. There are, of course, other advantages to your knowing this, because it will strengthen the confidence in your gifts as well as Lisa's in hers. But again, this is more of a reward to you for the faith in your persistence, the hard work, and the effort that you put into the developing of these gifts against every adverse circumstance. Your growth in what you have become opens up more and more of this kind of understanding. This is truly owning and possessing your power. As you step into this more and more through the many activities and the exercises you engage in, whether it is through tarot card reading, channeling messages such as this, working with Lisa, or even developing your Translate Tarot app, these activities are all engaging your higher mind, which we refer to as the universe's chest, and allowing streams or floods of knowledge to come into you, which you can use to the benefit of yourself and most of all to others. Your loved ones, the people in your life, will be and are being enriched because of the dedication you have made to this process of growth and spiritual awareness. Also, for you having the foreknowledge of this event that we spoke of, will give you the opportunity to accelerate through the process of growth and merging that will take place once you unite with your twin together in the physical. Your insights on the mountain today are examples of that. You recognize where patterns and templates need to be changed and rewritten in order to break the patterns and heal the past. Understanding these dynamics ahead of time can aid and assist you in the process by helping you make better or more efficacious choices. I correct the word better here, though. There is no such thing as a mistake. No matter what you choose, the things you need to work through will come up and you will be successful. Your twin is every bit your equal and then some. Do not underestimate him just because he doesn't understand the things that you do that you understand now. He will be a quick study, although much of it will not be on the surface or in things that you will be aware of on a conscious level. He will grow much more adept at accessing his higher self simply by being with you, and it is impossible for twins to be around each other in the physical sense and not have tremendous physical changes take place. You will both be as a source of constant motivation for growth. It will be a joy. We wish to surprise you and know that even though you think you have things figured out, you will still find that our ability to surprise and catch you unawares is equal to your hopes in that regard. Your mind works overtime on ideas, and yet you also try to hold back, understanding that indeed you would rather not know how things will unfold. Trust me when I say you do not at all have an idea of what will really take place, and you must simply trust. Even if you have an inkling of what might happen, it would not affect the outcome in any way, as what will be, will be. I've given you enough proof of the veracity of what I tell you. It is difficult to bring unknown or unforeseen messages through your mind, which is why the most powerful clues will come from someone else. If I tell you something unexpected, you will still doubt it because you will say that you must have made it up out of your own mind. If I said the things to you directly that I showed to Lisa, you would not have been able to have the confidence in it as you were when it came through her. That is why I speak to you plainly and without nuance. In addition, you have developed this method of communication, but have not developed the sense of clairvoyance needed to show you images as Lisa is able to receive. The messages come through just the same, and you are able to receive whatever it is you wish to know. So there should be no concern on your part that you are not fully in tune, or that you have not been able to receive messages just because you received them in a different way than Lisa. You would like to know more about past lives? Yes, I will see that what I can show you. And then, actually, I'm not going to go into that. She didn't really say a whole lot more, or I quit. So I didn't really say much more. So, okay, that is all I'm going to read for now. There's another message here, which I will just break up into another recording. So thanks you guys for listening, watching, and subscribing my channel, and share it with others, because I do feel like there are some really good things here that will help us on our journeys, and it's not really like the things that are coming through, I think, are a little bit different. They're in harmony, they're in alignment with what else is being said, but coming through kind of in a different way that might be appreciated. So thank you all, and much love. Bye.